We have one of Rocky's mercs.
Well, we're gonna shoot that guy and see if anything actually happens.
All right. That'll hit.
Realize I didn't get anything set. Hang on. There we go. 3.
You ding the side of his arm.
Yay! Pink.
Now we get a Sean merc.
Discovered my secret.
That was quick.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are the top of this where we left off. Yeah.
I forgot that I had one that's actually low on initiative.
Vutek is like, yeah, I split my mercenary group into 2 squads. I call them Rocky's squad and Sean's squad. I don't know. Names just came to me.
I named my squad. Their squad.
Yeah, I was gonna say no. Yeah.
What's your squad name, Sean?
Razorback.
All right, we've got a Razorback mercenary ready to go.
All right.
Rocky, think of a cool name for yours.
Oh Christ! Yeah.
I mean, if you want to know, they are technically the Sunset Mercenary group, but yeah, it does.
Right,
I believe they are actually labeled. Yeah.
This one's gonna shoot at the guy in the bathroom.
You got it.
If my computer will decide it wants to work. There we go.
Oh. Well, I mean, it worked.
All right.
Oh yeah, he could move.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I guess he will move up. It was the top one of those 2 that are on top of each other, right?
It was the bottom one. My apologies. I shouldn't have moved the turn tracker.
It's all good.
This gentleman.
He's gonna run in here and he's gonna take cover on the couch.
All right. He like lays on the couch.
Exactly.
All
Full
right.
cover.
Okay, let's get this guy out of the hallway. He's going to provoke an attack of opportunity from... Well, do the Sunset Mercs have a melee weapon? They have a knife, right?
They got a knife.
Yes, they have a
Okay,
combat knife.
So
Is he going to get 1 or is he going to get 2?
He provoked from... Well, okay, his movement was like... I guess he could do this. Yeah, he can do that and provoke from one of them. So just the one.
Which one, mine or Rocky's?
It's Rocky's.
Mine. 15.
That'll hit.
2.
All right. Then he's going to shoot at Rolt.
Rolt still has resistance.
Yep. I gotta pull Rolt up. Yeah, with the +2 cover, that'll still hit him.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll take half of 13. All right, Sean.
Yeah, he's in a place where he can shoot though, right? He's like
He can shoot like up where there isn't anyone.
he can't like poke his head around the corner like in the video games and shoot one of these guys.
Oh, I mean, I guess he could shove Rolt out of the way. Yeah, I feel like Rolt is like where he'd want to do that, but
Well, I'll just have him use a movement, walk behind Rolt, and then shoot at one of probably this mercenary with the cracked shield over by the.
That's entirely
commander.
fair. Yeah, you can move, attack, move. So
Yeah, no,
we can flavor it the same way as like leaning around. Yeah.
All right, boom, boom.
All right, who are we shooting?
The one with the broken shield right next to the mercenary commander.
That certainly hurts. That or hits. Words.
Excellent. Now let's see how much it hurts.
Woo,
7.
7. Yeah.
Very
Nice.
nice.
Getting closer to max damage.
There we go. Well, now it's this guy's turn. Yeah, he's going to do the bonus action disengage. Doing that kind of movement right there. He shot Rolt for a 6.
Cut in half.
Yep. Based on their behavior. So I'll do a reminder since it's been a whole week. During last session, partway through the fight, their behavior like suddenly changed in a way that kind of implies they received a different set of orders. Because they were not like before they were doing one thing and then they suddenly just all in unison started shooting Rolt. So it seems like they've received a new order.
To kill him first?
Yeah. You don't know what they'll do after that, but that seems to be their new priority. So we've got a Rocky Merc.
Hey, he's over here. I'm gonna shoot him. Wow, these guns, their sights are kind of garbage, but I shot.
And once again, I moved the turn order too quickly. Do you want to move him at all? I gotta be less trigger happy on that.
No, because I feel like while they're maybe not so great shooting, they might have an idea. No, I think I am gonna move him. Eagle, stand here. Not that he's gonna do much, but
Fair enough. David.
David's going to bonus action phase step. I'm going to move 30 feet to that direction. So about here. And then I'm going to use my action to take the dodge action. So I'm just going to bring, David's just going to bring the shield up a little tighter to take a more defensive stance with it. And
Gotcha.
basically, these guys have a choice now. Either focus on him or melt. Because the annihilation field is still going.
Fair enough. Vutak is going to kind of look over at Kronk and be like, this was supposed to be a simple search and grab. I think 10K is a little low for what this has developed into.
I'm sorry, you're absolutely right. I should have seen the future and knew that corrupt CSEC were coming our way.
All I'm saying is we're going to have to renegotiate when this is over.
Well, that's all the more reason for you to get out of this alive now, isn't it?
Yeah, he's going to go over here and he's going to recklessly shoot this guy for 12. That guy is on the ground. We've got a Rocky Merc.
shoot that guy.
Get him.
17
That'll hit.
for 9.
All right. Does he move?
No, he'll stay there. There's a couple people around that can maybe provide a little bit of cover so he doesn't I mean, he's staring down 3 guys. He doesn't really, no.
Fair enough.
He's up against the wall.
Kronk.
Let's see here. I am going to come up to here and take my first swing. Uh, 17.
That'll hit. The guy straight left of you?
Yeah, the guy that I'm right up against.
All right.
And
Yep,
then
hit him for 8.
second attack.
That'll hit as well.
And then third attack.
The second attack shatters his shield. And then the third attack hits flesh.
All right, and that will end my turn.
All right. Aryn.
Aaron's going to delay until after Rolt.
All right. We got a Sean Merc.
All right. I believe this is turnover is always in the way. Which one is this? There you go. Come on, take your time. All right. He's going to. If he goes down,
I gave the guy with a terrible computer control over 5 characters.
if he goes down here next to the guy with next to Leroy with no health, would he be able to shoot this guy up in the bathroom?
Like if he goes into that room there.
Yeah, like the room just south of him right here.
I would say that the guy in the bathroom would have cover from that wall.
Okay, well, you know, they don't have a great chance to hit anyway. Might as well try to protect them.
All right.
16?
I'm realizing you could have actually just moved forward and shot him and then retreated.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, I'll say the 16 hits because you could have actually like moved further down the hall to get a clear shot and then retreated back into the room. So
okay.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. 2 more damage. We
Nice.
love rolling those minimums.
Nice. This guy's gonna disengage. So he can move to here, take 2 shots at Rolt. Then he'll use his last 5 feet of movement to duck into the bathroom.
So, and once he entered that aura, he needs to make a wisdom saving throw, and his speed is halved, regardless of if he passes or fails. And spirit in the aura.
Yeah, so that'll deny him ducking into the bathroom. Unless, well, I guess he could do it diagonally. He only loses 5 feet because he just barely goes through your field. So,
But
yeah.
he did enter it, though, so...
Yeah, he'll take damage.
Go ahead and roll that wisdom save, though. Yeah. That's a succeed? I don't know. Let me look real quick. Nope, it failed. Okay. So 2d8. There we go. Sweet.
Right, it takes a fair bit of damage, but the 1 square of difficult terrain doesn't prevent him from doing what he's trying to do here.
Gotcha.
Aryn has noticed that they are focusing Rolt, so she'll tell Rolt to keep his head down.
Yeah, no shit, he says. He's going to move into this corner and take the dodge action. All right, Aryn.
All right, Aryn will move to here. Okay, I will cast Distract Mind on the one that has its shields down. Okay, so that's 7 damage. And then I will cast Hesitation on myself.
Distract Mind, disadvantage on his next attack, right?
Yes.
Got it. All right. Arturo, still invisible, knowing there's another squad of these guys upstairs, is going to just kind of make his way up there and take up a defensible position with his sniper rifle to try to prevent reinforcements from getting in.
Okay. Because we know there is another squad up there.
You know there's another squad up there, so Arturo's going to go upstairs, and he's going to, like, get behind the desk with his sniper rifle, so that they basically can't get in without getting shot up.
Make him think twice about coming in.
Yeah, he's just gonna hold it up there. Try to like contain this. All right, we got a Sean Merc.
You mean a Razorback?
Yeah.
Like the hog. All right,
That's Leroy. He's not doing too well. But he's a noble soldier, so he's gonna step out. He's gonna step out when the light barrier doesn't F with me. All right, good. He's gonna shoot at the one that's on his boss.
All right,
Bang bang.
that'll hit.
Awesome. That's why he's squad leader. He'll deal 4 damage and then he's gonna go hide again.
All right. This guy's shield is down now. All right. Bathroom guy is going to shoot Voltec in the back with advantage because he's reckless. What? Those were interesting advantage rolls. All right. The attack takes 20 damage. This guy here will make his wisdom save. Succeeding and taking half from whatever the field does. And then... He'll just disengage and back off. Then he'll shoot.
He's
Kronk.
a wisdom. He's
Already did it.
started in there.
You missed
Oh, you
it.
did?
I did it all.
Okay.
I even rolled the damage because you were like not here. Yeah, I did all of it.
Okay. Oh yeah, I only took half that, and he was fine. Damn.
That is on Kronk. So I think 19 and 22 on Kronk both hit.
Yes, they do.
9 and 9.
Damn.
Let's see here. First things first, let's tick down 5 and then -4 for my regular health. And then -9 for the second attack. Okay, cool.
And then this dude. Yeah, he'll back off. He'll go north.
Wisdom save.
Yep, wisdom save.
Yeah, I'll get that. It's not going to kill him.
It's okay. It'll slow him down though if he fails.
No. His movement's slowed down regardless.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the save is only for the damage. We're going to shoot at Kronk some more.
Been rolling 11s pretty consistently there.
Yeah, no, it's kind of crazy. Oh, damn.
So there's
That's
12.
annoying.
12 on Kronk. Oh, wait. He had disadvantage on his first attack.
Yes.
Indeed.
Oh, fuck.
All right.
Oh my
So
god!
with disadvantage, he crits.
Wow.
I mean, when it's meant to happen,
That is incredible.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
that is not quite half of my total health, I don't think. 33, 58. No, it's not quite. Okay. I cannot rage yet.
We got a Sean Merc way in the back.
Team Razorback.
What's this guy doing?
I'm sorry, I was just talking to myself. All right, I'm pretty sure he can poke his head around the corner and shoot at this guy pretty effectively, right? The one that's right above the Krogan. I don't know why.
Yeah, he's just like out in the middle of the hall. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just standing in the hallway.
My pointer isn't creating the little circles for some reason, but whatever.
Hit.
Really? My mercs are on it today. 8 more damage.
Nice.
Wow.
They
I
got
saw
some
the
morale
leader get
boost.
heavily damaged and got a morale boost. Exactly. We got to protect Leroy.
All right, Aryn,
Mm-hmm.
you hear from right here where I'm pinging. You hear from the other side of that wall, very muffled. Clear. And then I need a dexterity save from you.
Oh,
And Rolt
great.
and this Sean Merc.
Oh, great.
They are breaching.
Yeah,
No.
all right.
Thank God. Oh, thank God we're all dodged action. That's advantage on the save. Let's go,
Yeah,
buddy.
he does get advantage. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Dodge is advantage on dex, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn.
He rerolled a 4 into a 7.
Oh Christ. We
It's
don't
not
need
that-
this guy alive, right?
It's
We don't
not that,
really
It's
care.
not that much damage because it's kind of just it's not intended to damage. It's a breach, but so Rolt will take 11. So will this Merc. But you'll take half, Aryn.
Good. I don't have a whole lot of health left. Okay. Oh boy. Shit.
All right.
You went into battle without the heal bot.
We
Now
didn't
you're
know we
missing
were
that
going into
safety.
battle.
I know. You're all regretting Ray's not there now.
We literally did not know that this was going to turn into a fight.
You all abandoned Ray and see. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, Ray was my first choice.
That's true. The Spectre did say he wanted Ray and the Krogan, so.
All right, the wall here has been breached. This guy pretty much charges in with his gun, but he used his action to activate it. So he doesn't get to also attack. However, his friend does. So he's going to come in and just shoot Rolt, who is prone.
It's, well, prone, so disadvantage.
I mean, admittedly, is there a distance on that disadvantage?
10 feet.
10 feet? Okay.
He was also
Alright, fair.
dodging, so disadvantage.
Doesn't matter then. Whatever. Yeah, it feels like shooting someone who's on the ground when you're in the same room as them wouldn't be hard, you know. But
Yeah, there's just a set distance for it.
10 feet is reasonable, but he's dodging, so this is like a non-issue. All right.
Wait, hang on. Do we know what Rolt's AC is?
You don't.
Okay, I do want to use one of my contingency dice to try to reduce that 19.
Okay. They've got a +6, so
Makes it a
what?
16.
A 16 will hit Rolt without cover.
All right.
It doesn't take 11 + 7 though. He just takes 11 because it's not a crit. All right, one of Rocky's mercs.
Half of 11. Oh wait, no, he's not in that cover anymore. Oh shit. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, he went
Yeah,
around.
that
He
one.
hid in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
20!
That'll hit.
5!
Nice. Got him.
Sheesh.
Do you move?
Nope.
All right. Sean Merc, all the way down there on the couch.
All right. Well, he's gonna see that his buddy is being breached, and he doesn't like that very much.
His Roll. These guys don't know Roll.
No, not Rolt, the mercenary that's in that room.
This guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, that's
He
true.
doesn't give a shit about Rolt.
No, that's true. Yeah, yeah. Your friend over there, they're breaching into that room.
Yeah,
you know.
it would cost extra credits for them to actually give a shit.
Yeah.
Vutek
think
is
there's
going to
any-
argue for more credits already because of what a shitstorm that's turned into.
Yeah, but did
I
they
don't
give
think
a
there's
shit?
anything like suppressing fire or anything in this, is there?
There is a Battlemaster, an officer maneuver for it, but not
Oh,
a
okay.
standard
Well,
action.
I guess he will just shoot this guy who's like poking his head out of the window, try to clear the hallway a little bit, because he sees his 2 dead merc allies across the hall, and it's upsetting him.
Which one? This guy here?
The guy who's poking his head out of the bathroom, who's like,
Oh.
yeah, that guy.
Here?
No, the one that's lower and to the left,
That one.
because
Okay.
he won't have cover if I shoot
Yep.
that one. So,
True.
boom, boom.
That'll hit.
Oh, my mercs are killing it! Oh, 8 more damage. And then he's gonna do the brave thing and run back in for cover.
That's gonna pop his shield.
Nice.
Hey.
A lot of these guys have broken shields now. Starting to make it happen.
So I consistently roll like garbage anytime I'm in control of my character. But when I get a group of mercs, I'm just rolling really well. Okay, that's awesome.
This guy takes a shit ton of damage from the annihilation field. Oh, you rolled it as well. I see. I got in the mode of rolling it because.
Okay, hey, if you want to roll it yourself, go for it, man.
I don't know. Well, there was just the one turn where you didn't hear me, so I don't know. I was just trying to keep it moving.
That's all right.
A lot of times, the way I treat this in other games, like Spirit Guardians in D&D, is I'll actually have the person roll it on their turn, and then we'll use that damage roll for the whole round.
Okay, that works.
It's just faster.
David's been
So-
consistently rolling 11s if we want to use that for this turn.
Well, yeah, I'll take the 13 here, but I'll treat the rest of the round as 11.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20. He can get to here with his disengage. He'll
Okay.
shoot Kronk. Why do you keep saying okay? All right,
I'm
prone
okay.
Sean Merc.
All right, prone Sean Merc is pretty much just looking for a way out here, and he doesn't have a super safe one. Do we know if there's any other mercs in that room above him? Oh no, he'd have to run by that CSEC guy. Oh, there's really nowhere safe for him to go. So he's gonna get up, and then he's gonna go hide behind the military guy who is like punching things, because he thinks that's probably a pretty safe place to hide.
Where's he going?
Oh my god, quit getting caught on the wall. I'm trying to go south of David.
I see.
if you use arrow
like-
keys, that'll move him one space up.
He's
and
gonna
down
like
or
get.
right.
He's trying to get over the cover and go out into the hallway. Okay.
Yeah. He's gonna go hide here. Behind David.
All right.
And then he'll shoot at this guy that his buddy across the hall just broke the shields of.
Did he
Bam, bam.
crawl there?
No, I said he got up. He only needs 15
Okay.
feet. Oh, that's 20 feet of movement because of the diagonal whatever. Okay, he'll hide here then. And he'll also miss.
Alas.
I will take that little. Oh, somebody already did. Never mind.
Uh,
Right, that's his turn.
This guy's gonna shoot your merc that came out with no shield.
Came out with no shield.
No.
Oh, I think actually the first one drops you. So we'll,
Yeah.
that 22 we'll just go ahead and give to David.
At disadvantage against me because I'm using the dodge action.
You are indeed.
Yep.
So then it becomes a 13 and misses. All right, fair enough. It was worth a shot. But yeah, so he shoots that guy, shoots David, and he backs 30 feet up because these, the range on these rifles is pretty decent. Let me see. Oh yeah, yeah. That's fine. All right, we have a Rocky Merc.
You son of a bitch! Never mind! He's so pissed off he misses.
Oh no!
He really misses.
All right, David.
Alright, gonna move up 2 spaces, and then bonus action. He's going to blip again. Get right here in front of these guys. Whoop. And once again, taking the dodge action, just holding the shield in front of me.
All right, roll your annihilation field damage for this round.
Okay.
There we go. It is
Call
8.
it 8. Yep.
It just saves a lot of time. We can just remember.
Oh yeah,
8.
no, I understand that. Yeah, no, that works for me.
All right, Vutak. Okay. He's just going to attack this guy right here. And that will pop his shield. We got a Rocky Merc.
Again, screaming, "You son of a bitch!" Man, they get pissed they can't shoot for crap, and it's not like they can shoot for crap anyways. They're so distraught.
Kronk.
Let's go ahead and put myself here, and first I'm going to swing at the guy right below me. $11 doesn't hit, I assume, so let's go
No.
again. For that many.
All right.
And if he's still standing, I have a third attack with his name on it.
He is.
For that many.
Yeah, he's actually pretty healthy. These guys have pretty big shields, but they still have like more health than shield. So he's not like grievously injured or anything. His shield came down just like a few turns ago. So after Vutak, you're the first one to be hitting his health. Sean Merc.
All right. Which one is this guy? Okay, he's the guy who's in the room right now. He's gonna see on his little HUD that one of his guys just went offline. He's gonna be like, "No!" and step out to see what happened.
Every one of them. Everyone, the guy who went down was just very popular. He was like the one who brought donuts every morning. Or
Yeah,
something. Like,
exactly.
everybody loved that guy.
He knew everybody's coffee order. You don't understand what kind of a trial that can be, considering how big the organization is.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna shoot at this guy who's still standing in the hallway that all of his buddies have been shooting at.
All right, the one above the Krogans.
Yeah, the one who's like outside of the bathroom.
Yeah, that guy. Yep.
And he's gonna miss. He's so distraught about his guy who orders the coffee being down.
They're all really sad.
And then he'll go back in and get cover again.
Alright,
Do you
well,
know how hard it is to get somebody who can remember 10 Starbucks orders?
Exactly.
Seriously. And don't get me wrong, Leroy's a great guy, but his order is complicated, all right?
This guy does some more damage to Vutak. All right, Rolt. Rolt is going to get up. And he is going to reach into his coat and pull a cloak out that looks to be made of a kind of silvery material with hexagons. And as he pulls it around himself, he disappears. All right.
Okay.
So and you might have been able to listen to his first footsteps if it weren't for like the gunfire, right? Like right now there's like a dozen guns firing all around you. So you can't possibly listen for him.
Okay. Yikes. All right. I wish you would have used that a bit sooner, maybe. David, you didn't get a blood tracker on him, did you?
No,
Well, damn.
I hadn't had eyesight of him this whole time.
What? You moved
No,
into this room and had eyesight on him.
Well, I had to use my bonus action to get in that room.
Ah. Dang.
Sorry.
You had eyesight of him when I was here and you were down here.
We're kind of in the middle of getting shot to shit, Chief.
Okay.
Aryn's like, no, you let the target go. And David, full of bullet wounds, was like,
Aryn's the one who's full of bullet
My
wounds.
bad, boss.
That's true. Aryn is actually full of bullet holes.
You let the target get
To be fair, Aryn is standing next to the door, so he ran past her, and then she turned, like, "Come on, David."
Well, he either vaulted over the barrier or he just went through the giant hole in the wall. Because there's like a giant hole in the wall now.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
They blew the wall open.
Oh, now we just gotta watch the new the enemy mercs now.
Trying to think of
Yeah,
any way
I
to track him from here, but
Look,
mean,
it's
you
fine.
know
He's
that-
gonna die.
You know that whichever way he went, ultimately there's only one way out of here.
yeah.
So at least you have that information.
I don't want to like tack scan an area because if I hit him, then that exposes him even to the enemy. So
This is gonna sound a little heartless, but if all of the mercs die, I get my 10K back.
Hey, Vutak is your buddy.
I mean, sure, but $20 is $20.
He's your background contact. I'm assuming you've had some history with him. All right.
okay.
Wow.
I'm
I see how far Krogan friendships go.
Yeah, remember, you're not talking about Ray here. Krogan don't really care that much.
I'm going to use
Fair
one of my daily conversions to convert one sentinel point to a biotic and a tech point, and I'll spend one tech point to cast tack scan over here to hit these three over here.
Yeah, how big is it? 10 feet?
20-foot cube. So I'm putting the end of the cube like right here.
Yeah, I need to know because Rolt is somewhere.
Yeah.
So I have to know like where it is.
No, it's like, let's see, it's gonna be, that's 20 feet on the side, so like it's gonna be in there. I'm
right,
assuming he didn't make it that far.
That's the scan, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And then it's deck saves.
Yes. Let me get that. There we go. Oh my god. Okay, well, one of them failed.
Indeed. One of them has been scanned.
All the crits, holy shit.
Also, it doesn't pick up Rolt.
Good.
I mean, I had to, no matter where you put it, I had to know where it was, though, because
Yeah.
we have an invisible guy running around.
Yeah.
If I didn't ask you where it was, it would give away where he is, so.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Crap, that actually gets rid of my hesitation. Oh, shit. I will move. I can go there.
All right. We have a Sean Merc.
All right. I'm looking at these guys' skills, and they have athletics, and that's it. So I'm assuming I can't, even if I could get a merc over to that guy, I couldn't try to wake him up.
Oh, wake who up? Like an unconscious one?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not trained in medicine.
Okay, this guy's going to step out into the hall and shoot the same one that all of his boys have been shooting at this point. Oh!
That'll
Oh, wait,
miss.
I thought that crit was me. Yep, that's a miss. And then he's going to step back into the room.
All right. This guy who has been scanned will kind of pop out and shoot Kronk. What
How many
on earth is
crits are you gonna
happening?
hit tonight? Jesus.
What's happening?
Both of those hit, by the way.
I'm not trying, Mark. I'm not trying to do this. Oh no! Hey, you can rage now.
Rage against that.
Could you-
7. Cut that in half to 3.
Give you your temporary HP as well.
You're right. So hang on. I'm down to 3 temp HP.
Nice.
This
And
guy
I gain
runs.
that temp HP at the start of each of my turns, right?
Yep.
Sweet.
All right. This guy will disengage and run to here, kind of pivoting to look for low targets. And he'll see this no shield wounded merc and try to put him down.
Don't you fucking do it.
Wow, they hit hard.
Then he'll shoot the guy next to him and miss.
You son of a bitch.
This guy takes 8 damage. Oh, he's actually very low. He's going to move to here, pop his head in, and see Rolt is gone. And then he'll actually just shoot with disadvantage at David. The 25 will hit David, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yep.
So 13 and a concentration.
Yep. Let me just take that 13 off. Roll for how much barrier? Okay, so 0 barrier now, and then -4. Okay, and then yep, we're good.
All right. This guy comes out here and will also shoot at David with disadvantage.
No.
And then we have a Sean Merc. Can these 3 Mercs take on this one C-Sec guy?
Where is the guy who shot Leroy?
He's right in the middle of the hall. He's right ahead of. He's in the middle of these 3 guys.
Oh, okay. His shield bar was in the way. I couldn't see him. All right. Yeah, he's gonna poke his head around and be like, "You bastard!"
That'll hit.
Oh, come on, avenge your fallen commander for 4 damage.
Nice. All right. We got another guy making a save. Taking 4 damage. Shooting at David with disadvantage. We got another guy making a save.
That's
Taking
full
8 damage. Oh,
No.
4?
No, that's full damage. Yeah, 8.
Yeah, so 8.
Yep.
2 attacks at David.
Yeah, that 23 would hit even if I used the hardened barrier. We're good.
I guess he would have disengaged to here, so he wouldn't have like disadvantage. Well, he already had disadvantage because you're dodging.
Yep.
He'd still do this anyway to make you move. All right, we have a Rocky Merc.
We're still shooting at that guy.
Get him.
Woo!
Whoa.
Yeah!
Get his ass!
Whoa.
Nice.
That one stayed calm and collected. He's just pissed.
Oh my god, you
He's
got
I
him.
just what?
Nice.
You got him.
Nice.
He shoots him in the head.
That's for Leroy. Leroy's not dead yet, right?
He's
Leroy's still
just
good?
unconscious.
He's on the ground unconscious.
Yeah, the
Ray's
Merc's
got to
just
get here and
unconscious.
save these bastards.
Yep.
All her tech points right into pointless NPC mercs and not healing any of the party members.
You gotta save him. All right, you gonna move?
So we've got Team Razorback and then we've got Team Raptor, and Team Raptor has a bad problem of standing their ground. They don't move much. This is where I am.
Gotcha.
This is where I'm shooting.
Yeah, Razorback, they seem a little more tactical. They've been using cover and stuff. The Team Raptor just kind of stood in the hallway and got fucked.
Yeah. Hey, no. There's 2 red down and there's 2 blue down. I don't want to hear it.
That's true. All right, Sean, you got a merc on the couch.
All right, he's gonna get up from his nap and he's gonna shoot at the guy who took down its commander.
Get
If
him.
all of them keep shooting, he's gonna die eventually.
Crit him. It's that easy. Close. All right, that'll hit.
Come on, 2 more damage. The signature of Team Razorback, minimum damage.
Oh my goodness. This guy is gonna whip out his Omni Blade and try to finish off Kronk. Will 19 hit you?
19 is exactly my AC, yes.
Any kind of shield or anything? Or are we gonna go ahead?
No, he's literally the last enemy between now and my turn. Now would be the worst time to cast shield.
All right.
I
So-
would use a contingency, but I can't see Kronk from where I am.
So
It's fine.
9.
9, let's see, state cut half to 4. So that was the last of my temp this time, and then I take exactly 1 hit point.
And then he will miss with his second attack. All right, we got a Rocky Merc.
Here. Stone-eyed. He saw it work for the other guy.
Wow, nice.
Wow.
Yes.
Rocky, you on fire tonight.
Is that the
God,
one?
I hope not. That would hurt.
Is that the one dead ahead of you, or the Krogan one?
The one right
That guy
here,
there.
standing over the bodies of my
You
compatriots.
drop him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pow, pow, knocking them down like dominoes.
Start
Team
to put him
Raptor is now
down, yeah.
officially pissed.
All right, David.
All right, so Case David's just going to hunker down and keep using his dodge action.
Fair enough.
That's
Oh, roll your annihilation damage.
mm.
Ooh.
Oh
Well,
boy, I'm rolling good now. Let me tell you.
all right, Vutek blows this guy away.
Nice.
And he just kind of turns and cocks the shotgun. Now we're on cleanup. My boys are starting to get things done. All right, Rocky Merc.
That guy should still be in range for me, so he's getting shot. 16?
Indeed.
Still for 8.
All right. All right. At the top of the round, you hear a bunch of footsteps and yelling upstairs and some gunshots. And then a ton of C-Sec start charging down the stairs, but Arturo's with them. And they immediately have like everyone at gunpoint because they don't know what's going on. Turn order basically ceases because something to the effect of 30 more C-Sec come down, and they have both the C-Sec you've been fighting and all of you and your mercs at gunpoint while they like assess what is happening. Right? They've just arrived on the scene. So the first thing they do is they just put a stop to the fight. They're like, everyone, guns down, all of you. And even the dirty C-Sec you've been fighting, seeing how like dramatically outnumbered they are, they will like lower their weapons. How do you guys conduct yourselves? The mercs are also going to lower their weapons because they don't want to just get shot.
It hasn't been long since Rolt vanished, right?
Not too long.
So Aryn's gonna say just aloud, Rolt, if you need a safe place to lay low, head back to the ship. And then she'll like put her hands up. She doesn't have any weapons out to speak.
I think he'd speak in the mic headset to Aryn. Could you at least tell him to drop his cloak?
I don't think he will if I ask him to.
Hey Zan.
Yeah.
Since I'm in the room that he was in before, in the corner, he was shot to shit. He's bleeding, isn't he?
Yeah, he definitely was hurt.
And I'm not using
So
actual...
you have a C security officer standing directly in front of you with a gun aimed at you. So it's very hard for you to you can't really go after him. You can look around.
Mm-hmm.
You can make a perception check to see where the trail goes, but you can't really follow it right at this moment, right?
That's fine. I'll wait.
Because if you just go off and try to track this guy, the officer's gonna be like, "What the fuck are you doing? Get back, hold still."
Gotcha. Yep.
Yeah. So, they've got everybody pretty much locked down, and I'm assuming everyone's complying at this point, right? Yeah. So they seem to be waiting for someone, and there's a little bit of a delay before. Let's see here.
Spectre, if there was ever a time to wave that legal immunity around, now would be the time.
Don't worry, I've got that card ready to play.
Eventually, you see Teus Gavlin coming down the stairs, commander of Sea Security. You've met him before. He was Juvius's father.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets to the bottom of the stairs, sees Aryn, and just goes straight to Aryn to get the story on what's going on. He just beelines for you. What in the fuck is happening here?
I was hoping you'd be able to tell me. Plenty more officers than apparently were sent here started charging down and shooting up the place while we were trying to extract somebody that we attract here.
So, and he points down the hall at a couple of dead CSEC officers. That's why you and your mercenaries killed multiple officers then, because they attacked you.
I contacted my contact in CSEC, and they gave me approval to defend ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah, I know about that. I'm just trying to get straight exactly what happened here. Did they explain themselves to you at all before they opened fire?
They did not. They made no announcement, just kicked in the door and started shooting. They murdered the young lady upstairs that you walked past.
All right. Gonna need you to stay here for a moment longer. And he calls over a few officers. Get all of the CSEC personnel who were down here when we arrived. I need them lined up, disarmed. They're all going to be taken into custody for questioning. And the officer he's talking to is like, "What about the mercenaries or the Spectre's crew?" And he says, "I'm going to talk to them." All right. So they start to round up all the dirty CSEC. They're taking their guns. They're cuffing them. They're being taken in for questioning. Meanwhile, Commander Gavlin's going to turn back to Aryn and say, "All right, I'm going to need to know everything about what you were doing here so I can start to put this together."
Certainly. You saw the APB out on one of my crew members. Went missing. We assumed that he was working with some criminal syndicate. We tracked him down for questioning. We had CSEC, and we'd called for CSEC and an ambulance for the woman upstairs that we had to incapacitate. But we tracked him here, and as soon as we came down to apprehend him, more CSEC than we were expecting showed up. No ambulance in tow, and from what I understand, came in, shot the incapacitated woman without any hesitation, then proceeded down and tried to kill the man that we were trying to extract. Even if they were legitimately called here, they were interfering with the Spectre op at the very least.
I see.
And
Can
now,
you tell it?
now thanks to them, my man is in the wind, and I don't know if we'll ever be able to find him again.
Can you tell me anything about this man you were looking for?
He was a member of my crew that I suspect was reporting to some crime boss. I had not gotten around to figuring out which one.
I understand.
I assumed, though, that they had sent that the same person is the one that has command over these dirty CSEC, and had sent them to eliminate him before he could tell us anything.
We're well aware that the Syndicate has a lot of influence here at the Citadel, a lot more than we'd like. There's not much we can do about it. If they activated this many of their agents for this, that means they considered this a big enough priority to lose those assets. Every single one of those CSEC officers who came down here, if they had just kept their mouths shut and stayed in line, they would continue to be useful to the Syndicate. It's a pretty big deal. I count 18 heads here. It's 18 officers we had no idea were answering to the Syndicate, and now they're all outed.
Then it's very important that we find my missing crew member.
I suppose so. I wonder, though, if this wasn't about him, and if it was more of a hit on you.
They seemed to have direct orders to target him. At some point in the battle, they all shifted their attention and prioritized him as a target.
Then maybe he has information that's more valuable than all 18 of these officers.
That was my assessment as well.
All right. You said he was down here during the fight.
He has some kind of personal cloaking device, which he used to elude us until we tracked him here. It was only pure luck that we even caught him taking his cloak off before coming here. Saw it on the cameras in the Citadel, but he reactivated that and slipped out. So we only
if he has any kind of a biotic invisibility, we would have caught him on our scanners anyway, but we didn't pick anything up.
It seemed technological in nature.
Said it was a cloak?
Yes, some kind of some kind of like actual cloak that he just put around himself and turned invisible. Active camouflage.
That's old. That's really old tech. I can't say that I know any. All right.
He was using old communication tech as well.
That might explain a few things. It's a good way to fly under the radar. A lot of this really archaic old tech doesn't show up on modern scanners.
Do you know of anybody on the Citadel that specializes in technology from that era?
I don't. I'm going to stay in touch. As for your mercenary friends, they were all taking orders from you?
They were taking orders from my right-hand man, Kronk, over there.
I see.
He's the one that hired them, and it's a good thing that that we did have them. Otherwise, this would have been a lot more of a one-sided fight.
All right.
So yes, they were in our employ.
It's important you say that for their sake. I'm going to have to write a report. I'm going to go ahead and put this whole thing behind your name. as a Spectre, you can get away with it. If I don't, anyone I report as an independent entity from you may end up being called in for questioning or even stand trial, depending on how this all goes down.
Understood.
I've got your permission then?
Go right ahead.
All right. He'll go and talk to Vutek briefly just to get some names to these faces, and he kind of just goes around, he writes down everyone's names and like, you know, what happened here, how it went down. And then he goes back over to Aryn and says, all right, I'm going to keep an eye out for your man. I'll let you know if I pick anything up at all.
I appreciate that. We need all the help we can get.
This has become a priority for me. I think there's something pretty big going down here. Like I said, that was a lot of men to sacrifice just to catch this one guy. So he has something very valuable. I'll ask you this. You said he was a crew on your ship?
He was apparently planted there undercover.
How long's he been your crew?
My crew, not very long, because I've not been on the ship for very long myself. But he has been assigned to that crew for, I think, 7 years.
During the time when he's traveled with you, and I know that you can't tell me what it is, but has he happened to witness anything that you would consider highly classified?
Yes,
Mm.
being on Spectre Ops, he would have been witness to several things of that nature.
All right. That might be it right there, then. So he says, all right. I'm going to get this guy's face on every screen in the Citadel. We're going to lock down a lot of personal travel in this and adjacent sectors. We'll do everything in our power to catch him.
Yeah, I'd recommend invisibility scanners at anywhere that you can put them.
Whatever he's using, it fooled the standard issue equipment we showed up here with. So I may have to look for something more specialized. All right.
Thank you very much for your help.
Yep. I'm going to need all of you to clear out. This is a crime scene now. I'll keep in touch.
I leave it in your hands.
Mm-hmm.
Aryn will over the comms say to Shepard, say, Exo, stay with the ship. If we're lucky, Rolt might make his way back there for safety.
So Shepard and Ray have almost arrived.
You said it would take about an hour. We've been driving for less than like 60 seconds.
Oh, okay, for sure. You can turn around and go back then. I was just gonna get you back in so you could roleplay, but okay.
Yeah. And Aryn's gonna also include to Ray make sure the infirmary is ready to receive wounded. We've got quite a few.
Ray's gonna look at Shepard and be like, "We just left. Are they serious?"
Do I look surprised at this point?
Keela.
This has just slowly got... It's just going to get messier. The farther down we go the rabbit hole. Yay. Syndicate.
So yeah.
Shepard's going to see if she can help Ray get anything set up.
Oh, certainly you can, yeah. You can like fully get ready to treat people. Basically like pull out a bunch of stretchers and kind of retrofit the cargo bay into being sort of a temporary medical bay.
Is the ship's doctor like on shore leave right now?
No, she'll be available as well.
Okay.
Are any of the downed mercenaries stabilized?
Not all of them are stable, but you guys can pretty much go around and stabilize.
Yeah, if there are any that are like stabilized and alive, I'd like to bring them back with us for treatment. Maybe that'll help us negotiate a better deal.
I would say that you're able to stabilize everybody.
Okay, good.
Yeah. And Vutak is like, I'm coming with my boys if we're going back to your ship.
Yeah, I was gonna say in the interim, Kronk is actually going to walk up to Aryn with his buddy in tow. Aryn, this is Vutak. Vutak, she is the one you'll talk to about your bonus.
I see. Nice to meet you, Aryn. My name is Vutak. I've killed some things with Kronk. I wasn't expecting to have to kill so many things this time. It was supposed to be a simple job. You can see my men have been through a lot of pain and suffering. 10K is a little bit light.
We're willing to throw medical treatment on top of that.
I'll take it. Medical treatment and another 15K.
Aryn will kind of steeple her fingers a little bit and say, "What did you think you were being hired for?"
Kronk here told me we just had to find a guy. Not that we'd be fighting, let alone fighting this many enemies.
So the 10K was just for a finding job, not for a fighting job.
It was a typical snatch and grab. Keep an eye out, spot your man, grab him. This turned into a bloodbath. A lot of my men are real badly hurt.
Well, the Matter we'll be spending on them alone would be well worth more than you're asking. And you won't find any cheaper accommodations in the Citadel.
So you think that just tending to their wounds should be sufficient? That seems more like a bare minimum to me. They got shot in this firefight for your people.
Well, haggling has to start somewhere. Medical treatment in 10K?
Leroy walks up and says, "Hey boss, not all of us have that Krogan regeneration. Can we please just accept the medical aid?"
Yeah.
He grabs Leroy by the face and gut punches him unconscious.
Oh.
The adults are talking. Fine. Medical treatment in 10K.
That's the deal then.
Mincing words is exhausting.
I'll give him the location where my ship's docked.
Alright. Yep. He and his men will meet you there.
Okay.
As he's walking past Kronk, he says, "Your friend is a talker."
So, someone in our outfit has to be. You should get one for yourself.
Yeah.
Leroy brings his head up. "I know my way around a joke."
Alright, you guys are no longer playing the mercenaries. You're not playing them anymore. The combat's over. Hey, boss, maybe we should give her 10,000. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, man.
All right. So, you have survived the fight. As you emerge from under here, you find that there are flashing red and blue lights and yellow, like, caution tape all around this building, and nearby people have been, like, cleared out of the area, and there's CSEC everywhere, because this is, it's the location of a pretty substantial firefight. So you guys are standing outside the crime scene, as I said, surrounded by flashing lights and yellow tape, and you have been asked to vacate the premises. So are you just going to head straight back to your ship?
What do I plan to do?
Arturo is relatively
I mean,
uninjured, right?
Arturo's fine.
And David, you too?
I'm dinged up a little bit, but I'm fine.
I'll ask Arturo and David to stick around, see if they can locate Rolt or any trace of him in the immediate area.
That's what I was gonna try and do.
We'll see you back
All
on the
right.
ship. Keep me posted.
Yep.
Aryn's pretty injured herself, so she's going to head back to the ship, if nothing else. Kronk can either go back to the ship or with them, up to him.
All right, David. Give me an investigation to investigate the area for signs of your target.
Is Arturo helping me? Or
Yeah.
is he gonna make his own?
Let's see here. Arturo actually is good at this. It feels a little bit weird just having Arturo do stuff without him here, though. Here, I'll just roll him. No.
I'll roll.
Yeah, roll your own.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So you guys kind of search the area, and you don't find him. So you probably end up returning to the ship with everybody else.
Yeah, I was gonna do survival because that's how you track somebody's blood. And
Survival's
stuff like that.
fine. You could do survival, but you don't have a bonus in that, or you're not proficient in that either.
No. Yep. Yep.
Would have been like a 7.
Yep. So frustrating.
Well, let's hope either we find him or the good CSEC finds him before the other people that want him dead.
So I was saying to you, Spectre, at this point, if he's smart, he'll come here. If he's if he's dumb, he'll end up dead. I'm going to med bay. I got a bullet I need dug out. Got a wound I gotta be closed.
Go ahead, get yourself treated.
You guys are able to hail a transport and head back to the docking bay where your ship is. On your way out of this sector, your transport is stopped, and some officers who've set up a blockade kind of come over and check everybody, because true to his word, the commander of CSEC has closed down the sector, so they're stopping every vehicle coming out of it and checking everyone inside. Okay. And after confirming that none of you are Rolt, you're allowed to go to pass. And you get back to the ship where Ray and Lucille are waiting, and all the mercenaries and Vutak are also there.
I mean, I would be very confused if they found Rolt on our ship.
Yeah, it's the transport you took to get back to your ship. They're stopping all the cars coming out of that sector where he was.
And Rolt might not take those public transits. He might hoof it there on foot to make him harder to find if he is heading that direction. If not, we'll just have to hope that CSEC picks him up.
All right, you're back at the Saratoga now. Do you guys want the Saratoga map, or do you want to stay on the Art?
Good on the Art for now.
All right.
Yeah.
We know what we're doing.
Looks like you brought back a bunch of friends from the party, Aryn.
Yeah, got into a firefight. They were handy to have.
You need to get inside and sit down.
I could not agree more. Rolt is in the wind. He might be coming back this way. I offered him sanctuary if he did come back to the ship, but otherwise CSEC is buckling down and trying to find him everywhere. I do want to know, though, that if he does show up, he's not to be harmed. I offered him safety. I'm hoping to get information in return. I want to know who was spying on us, or who he was spying for.
Okay.
The various mercenaries carry their companions up onto the stretchers so they can be seen. Dr. Evelyn Crow is immediately down there treating people. She's got a big pair of forceps and just starts ripping bullets out. Just going down the line, just ripping them out. Just whoop, 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 whoop,
Oh,
whoop,
she's
whoop.
enjoying this.
I'm just gonna go the stairs, and I'm just gonna go into the med lab and grab some painkillers. I'll do it myself. I ain't giving that woman the satisfaction at this point. No fucking way. Mm-mm.
Satisfaction. Don't give her the opening.
Ugh.
Completely like counter to that, Ray's like bedside mannering, like talking to them, telling the mercenaries they're very brave and doing all the super good like nice guy doctor things.
Giving them
And then
lollipops.
on the other,
I mean,
exactly. On
to
the
be
other side of the room, she's just ripping their bullets out.
To be fair, though, like at least the mercenaries are better shots than our security team.
Well,
I mean, that's not saying much.
He's right.
Not thinking it's going to do anything, but Shepard's going to find a bench just outside our berth and just sit down. Looks relaxed with a bag of red vines in between her and an open seat on the off chance someone were to come along and have one.
Put a bag of red vines under a box with a stick. String on the stick leading away.
I mean, weird things have worked.
So
And I
Kronk is
don't
going.
maybe just be in the way.
Kronk is going to walk by, see the bag, read the label, and go, you know, you really shouldn't be doing drugs like that. It's not good for you.
The hell?
Oh,
I mean-
no.
You're not even biotic. What do you get out of that one?
I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the sugar rush, but what the hell are you talking about?
Right, candy. And he kind of like taps taps the equivalent of his nose and keeps going.
Wow. I didn't know Krogans could get concussions, but somebody knocked him good on the head.
I love that we started this.
Shepard's pickup line is, "What's your favorite planet?" And she gets completely blitzed out of her head on red vines.
Obviously.
Cool. Explains so much. Yeah, she's just gonna sit there and, kind of listen in the area.
Aryn is gonna, while like recovering in her quarters, is gonna say, Adam?
Mm-hmm.
Any chance Rolt's communications equipment is still on our comm channel?
Oh, whatever do you mean?
Is he still in the crew communication network? Would I be able to send him a message, or is that not something you have track of?
I mean, you can send a message. I don't know if he'll receive it. We have gotten an interesting message on that frequency you were checking before.
Play it.
Oh, okay. Just to you, or
I'd like to listen to it personally right now.
You got it. And Adam plays a message from Rolt. It says, "Meet me behind this ship, alone."
All right. Then Aryn is going to.
And that was sent on the radio frequency
Yeah.
that you guys were listening in on earlier.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Adam. That's actually very helpful.
Did Adam not inform Ray that
He
happened?
super didn't.
Oh,
Yeah, he didn't
So-
tell you shit.
okay. Because Ray
Rude.
specifically said if he picks up anything to let her know. That son of a bitch.
You did tell him that, yes.
Adam's just an asshole.
Yeah, well, one of these days that bullshit's gonna get us killed. I hope everyone's aware.
And Adam will laugh gleefully at our death.
Yep.
Yeah,
You
Aryn will,
say that like he would care.
Yeah, Aryn will. She'll kind of like wince as she moves because she did not have a whole lot of health left.
Yeah.
But all the same, she will like casually make her way towards the back of the ship.
So you guys all see Aryn injured going through like the cargo bay to leave the Saratoga because that's like where the airlock is. Does anyone say or do anything?
I'm outside on the bench.
I mean, if no one else approaches
over
her,
on the
the
bench.
doctor would probably be like, "Where the hell are you going?" So I guess Ray will like scurry over to her and be like, "Aryn, where are you going? You need medical assistance."
I'm fine. I'm stabilized. I'll be right back. I promise.
Oh, well, and she like looks like around nervously, knowing the kind of things Aryn gets involved with. Take this, and she'll go ahead and just drop a fabricated metagel on her. 12.
Yeah, Aryn will smile and pat Ray on the shoulder and say, "Thank you very much, Ray. I'll make sure we bring you along next time."
She like Aryn can't see this, but she's like giddily smiling under her mask.
I'm sorry we left you behind. I didn't know that what we'd be getting into, but I should have been prepared for any eventuality.
I'm just happy no one died. I would have felt very ashamed of myself if someone had while I wasn't there.
It all worked out. Carry on. And she'll continue on her way out of the ship.
All right. So now Aryn is passing Lucille.
What happened to sit down?
Got something I need to take care of. Won't take long though.
Is this something that's going to involve more guns?
I certainly hope not. I don't know how many more I could handle.
Double click if you need something. Like, notify on comms. I don't know what the hell you call that.
Understood. Like,
I'll be sitting here.
Yeah, Aryn nods, knowing what she means.
Pulls out another red vine and starts chewing on it.
I don't like having illicit substances on my ship, by the way. And she'll keep walking.
Am I on a restricted diet or something? No, what the hell?
Yeah, Aryn will just kind of move to the place that Rolt had indicated, and just kind of wait quietly there.
There's a little bit of a delay, but after you've been waiting for a while, you hear a little bit of static from something on the ground in front of you. And looking, it looks like one of those very old, like, kind of walkie-talkie devices.
Where do you get this fucking museum?
Aryn will kneel down and pick it up.
All right.
She'll, I mean, she doesn't really know how to operate it, does she?
Not really. There's one button, though.
Yeah, okay. She'll press the button and say to it, "I got your message. I'm here by myself. I take it you're somewhere close by?"
Yep. I can see you. Don't try anything.
She doesn't even look around. And she'll say back, "I just want to get to the bottom of this. I feel like you're safer with us than you would be anywhere else at this point."
That's the only reason we're talking. I'm inclined to agree. That said, I need some assurances.
She'll say back, "We're not going to hurt you or kill you or anything. Heck, we won't even turn you in. You're welcome to rejoin the crew if you want. I just need to know who all has their tendrils in my ship. I'm well aware of Snake already, but if there's another one, I'd like to at least be aware of it. But I can
She's
assure
dangerous.
you we'll keep you safe. Who's dangerous?
I'm not sure that you can protect me from her, but it's the one shot I have now that she's decided that she's done with me. She knows everything, by the way. Everything your crew has been through. Everything we've seen. All of it.
I need a name.
If I tell you her name right now, I'll die. It's taking a lot of willpower to compartmentalize my thoughts.
I understand.
I might be able to give it to you through a meld, but that might also kill me.
Alright, if you can make it back to the ship, we can figure things out from there.
Your friend's gonna be cool?
I've put out orders that you're not to be harmed if you show up. I offer the ship as a safe sanctuary for you.
Look, right now, I could just drop off the map, take my chances, and I might be fine. But getting off the Citadel is going to be really hard. That said, it's preferable if you're going to force me into a confession that'll get me killed. What you need to understand about my employer is that not everybody who works for her even realizes that they are. She's capable of some pretty terrifying things. And I have to be very careful what I say and even what I think about if I want to live.
I understand, and you've done a very good job of surviving as long as you have.
Well, until recently, I was very useful to her. All I want is passage off the Citadel. If you can get me somewhere else, somewhere safe where I can lie low, I'll tell you everything that I am safely able to tell you.
Then we have a deal. If you can make it to the ship safely, we'll take care of it from there.
She's a lot like you. Is there any way that you're able to offer me some kind of mental protections?
I can work on something. I don't have anything up my sleeve just now.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna come on your ship. Keep in mind this puts you and your crew in danger too. Because as valuable as the information that I've given her is, the reason she wants me dead is because I know her. And that is the absolute last thing that she wants to allow to happen, is to be known. She will stop at nothing to prevent this.
Danger is the job.
All right, I'm coming down.
All right. Aryn's going to make her way back towards the entrance to the ship. She'll say to she'll say to Shepard as she passes by, like, we found him. He's heading back to the ship. Like to reiterate, no retaliation.
Ma'am.
And Aryn will make her way back on board.
Lucille stays put, continuing to munch. Just chilling.
Yeah, Rolt comes walking up, pulling a cloak off of himself and becoming visible, geared up like
Redvine?
this. He shakes his head and goes inside.
Aryn, oh, sorry, I haven't seen him yet.
Well, he heads inside.
Okay.
So he's in like the cargo bay with all the injured mercs. Vutak sees him and is like, he like looks at Kronk. Hey, I found your guy.
Good job.
He's right there. What the fuck did my guys almost die for? He's just walked onto your ship.
This is why I said you need to get yourself a talker. He doesn't know that Aryn did it. He's just assuming.
Vutak puts his hand on his chin and goes, I gotta get one of them blue ones.
Yeah, apparently humans like the color blue.
I see. Alright. That's good advice. I'll try and find a blue one for our crew. Yeah, so Rolt comes walking on and just kind of is going to follow Aryn wherever.
Aaron's going to make sure that he gets medical treatment because he was pretty banged up as well.
When the doctor tries to treat him, he kind of refuses. He puts his hand out. No.
That's his prerogative.
I've got Metagel.
All right, then. I won't be able to meld with you until tomorrow. I've already done one today, and it's taxing. But we can at least get away from the Citadel. In the meantime, make yourself at home. Keep yourself secure.
All right. And Vutek is like, hold up, what? My business is on the Citadel. If you take off with us on board, that's a retainer.
If you're sticking around to recover here, we'll need to charge rent.
You said we would get medical treatment.
Are you dissatisfied with the treatment that we've given you?
Well, right now his guys are currently being treated, right?
Okay. I didn't know what the time frame here was like.
I guess we're in sci-fi Lulu land. I was thinking of like actual medical treatment, but yeah, it's fucking Mass Effect. So I guess they wave a sci-fi wand and they're all cured.
No, they'd probably like. I was thinking of a few hours, like an hour or two had passed.
Fair.
For Rolt to get here on foot.
Yeah, so Vutak is going to go over to Kronk, and his guys are getting up off of stretchers, and he's going to say, if you ever need some help again, you know where to find me.
Keep you in mind.
We don't only work on the Citadel, we'll travel. It's just, this is where the most clients are. Yeah, you understand.
How do you feel about Syndicate space?
We've spent a lot of time in Syndicate space. On both sides of that little tussle.
I'm pretty sure it's 12 different sides out there, but fair enough.
Fair. I like to think of it as Council, Syndicate. But I suppose you're right. It's a little more complicated than that.
Don't go getting yourself killed too easily.
No, I'm gonna go find a blue one, and he'll take his crew and he'll get off your ship.
And Aaron's also going to let Adam know that there's to be nothing on the official record of Rolt rejoining the crew.
Understood. Wait, was I supposed to be keeping a record?
At this point, no, I guess not.
You got it, boss.
Adam, I really need to sit down and check out your AI core.
As the mercs walk out, Shepard will walk back in.
All right.
Aaron's going to say to Shepard, once everyone's back from shore leave, I think our business here is concluded for the time being. How's the how are the installations of the new drive going?
Already.
Done? All right.
Yep.
Then in that case, I think our business here is indeed concluded.
As you guys can see at the top in special features, you now have a DC-20 hacking check for enemies to hack your ship, and a plus 10 technology bonus for Adam to counter hack, and a DC-30 stealth on your stealth core.
Nice.
Glorious.
Ooh.
That's
Pretty
awesome.
decent.
Mm-hmm.
Decent numbers, yep. The DC-30 in particular, like, Normandy's stealth drive was kind of absurd.
Yeah.
So that's very hard to spot you.
All right, excellent. That's only like that can't be active during FTL because that generates
Correct.
too much heat for that to work.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I mean, we're not actually invisible. If they look out a window, they can see us pretty clearly.
Windows
Yeah.
have structural weaknesses.
You got it.
You beat me to it.
Okay, so yeah, Aaron will tell Shepard as soon as all crew members are back from shore leave to go ahead and take us out.
I would have been watching for that on my, drug-induced relaxation. If once everybody, I would think most folks would be coming back at this point. So,
Yeah.
were there any stragglers I need to calm up?
No. Everyone's back.
Okay,
Everybody's
good.
back.
Good. Nobody else
Okay.
gone missing.
Head up to the cockpit and let David know he can take us out.
I'm gonna have to let Quincy take this one.
You gonna make it?
The pain meds are kicking in.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you're
go-
not flying.
I'm going back to working on the star charts now. Excuse me. Click the comm. Goes back to what he was doing.
And Aryn is going to send a message to Officer Gavlin, just like quietly letting him know that he can call off the search.
Okay. He'll immediately respond saying, "Why?"
We've got our man in custody, but I don't want it to be too widespread right away that we do.
With all due respect, Spectre, this man could be the key to uncovering a lot more dirty officers inside of my operation.
I understand, and any information I get out of him, I will forward to you immediately. But it's a very delicate matter that I need to handle personally.
All right. Keep in touch, then. I'll trust you on this.
Thank you.
All right, Quincy, go ahead. Take us out.
You got it. You ready, Grandpa? She says to Joker, who's just kind of hanging in the cockpit a lot these days. And he kind of gives her a thumbs up, even though he's probably not going to do anything. And she takes the ship up. Quincy's taken to calling him Grandpa because he's in the cockpit so often, just for the ambience.
It's sweet.
Yeah, he likes it. He likes being in cockpits, right? It's familiar.
Mhm.
And the seats are comfy. All right, so Rolt is down here with his new edgy icon. Where's Rolt going to be for now, do you think?
Huh.
The other
Brooding back in a corner.
The other two security are like,
Find the darkest corner of the ship, and he'll just brood there for the rest of the journey.
yeah, he'll sit here. The other two security, Casper and Julie, are like, hey, Rolt. And he like doesn't respond. And they're like, all right, cool.
Everything is darkness.
I mean, he does actually just kind of go sit on a barrel. But mainly just like he more than anything, he just seems apprehensive. He's kind of on edge because right now, his employer decided that she'd rather kill him, and apparently she's kind of a big deal. So he's just like very, very uncomfortable and on edge. All right, you guys pull out of Citadel space, or like rather, you pull out like into orbit from where you can kind of decide a destination. Though for the time being, you probably have to like have a bit of a talk about that.
Yeah.
I do need to call our break here. So when we come back, we can kind of have the discussion about where to next. That all good for everybody?
Yep. Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Me.
Alrighty.
Sure.
There we go. There we go.
Okay, I'm good to go.
All right. You are in flight. You are in outer space.
Okay.
Space.
The final frontier.
All right. So yeah, once we're underway and everything, Aryn will put Waze in charge of the bridge, and we'll call senior staff to the conference room.
Senior staff to the conference room.
Oh boy. Okay.
That includes you, Moreau.
Uh-huh. Yep, I'm a staff and I'm also a senior.
I mean, maybe. It's hard to tell with you humans. They all look the same.
I don't want to hear it from a couple of people who think red vines are actually drugs. You people are funny as fuck.
What?
They really do. Sorry, I'm a little loopy. Fucking codeine's really hitting good right now.
Aryn
How much
kind
of
of
that
Oh,
did
for the
you
love-
take?
Aryn
Ray
kinda-
asked as we wander into the conference room.
Aryn kind of looks over to Kronk and says, like, "Ah, you had too many of the vines."
It
I don't even
happens.
like red vines.
I mean, at least it would do something for you. You're biotic.
No! We've been over this. Spectre! It's candy!
Wait, you guys have been taking red vines?
Oh my god!
See, even the
Okay.
actual child knows.
Just as long
Okay.
just as long as the effects wear off by the time we actually need you on mission.
Look,
Wait,
look,
we
okay.
can't. We're allowed
Yeah,
to take drugs on the ship?
No!
You're
The
not.
last military, before you guys even took over, would have had Lucille's
Shepard
hat.
just left.
No, no, she went to get a bag.
She sits down and drops a pile of red vines on the table and starts eating them.
Not
Kronk
well.
looks at Kronk looks at it and goes, "Wow, they're getting very elaborate with the designs."
Shepard, please not while on duty.
But don't worry. I don't suffer any ill effect. I'll show you the ingredients.
No, the only ill effect is the fact that she likes them. Gross.
Ray reading? What the hell is Red 5? Humans eat this shit?
Oh, you think Red 5's bad? You can look at Red 40.
High fructose corn syrup. That definitely sounds like a drug.
I mean, technically you're not wrong, but it's not the kind of drug you think it is.
Kronk looks at her and goes, "No, these aren't the ingredients to the red vine I know. Maybe it is something different. Maybe you humans need to learn how to rename things."
Like looking at the ingredients, it's like olymectiphilocephalin. Yeah, that's definitely a drug.
You made that up.
Ray's like, I've got 3 degrees in chemical balance and none of those words I recognize, so you should not be eating that.
Okay.
To be fair, Ray, you're a dextrobase.
Okay, getting back on subject here. So in my discussion with the council, it seems that our primary mission might have a little more urgency behind it, as they are looking into acting what I consider to be prematurely, but they won't wait on us forever. So we might have to skip over the task that I don't want to speak out loud due to the ears in the walls, and proceed straight to meeting with hang on, missions are somewhere here. With Matriarch Lazari.
So we won't be assisting your new paramour at this point?
We will. That's one thing I wanted to ask, is if we spare the time to do that, or if we make progress on our primary mission first. There's also the matter of our recovered crew member. We need to get somewhere safe and secure before I can actually get any information from him. But he is willing to cooperate with us.
I mean, there is always still just the option of tying him up in the cargo hold and beating the answers out of him.
I'm afraid it's not that simple. It seems that there is a powerful biotic force behind whatever he was answering to, and just bringing up a name out loud might result in him dying.
That's some pretty severe crowd control there.
Yes. Anyway, I guess first of all, Ray, how's have you made any progress on that task I gave you?
Zan?
That task being...
Aryn had tasked Ray with working on a protocol for a dark mode on the ship, so that we could slip off of Snake's radar. And
yeah, that's pretty simple to do. The downside being you obviously won't actually be able to send any communications in dark mode. But yeah, basically because Snake is piggybacking off of the ship's communication. If you just shut off all the communication on the ship, then that's it. Like, it cuts it off. It also means you can't send any messages yourselves.
right.
Would he be able to tell that we were just cutting off our communication, or would it look like we just hit a dark zone, basically?
I did tell Snake that we'd be doing that occasionally, and he said that was
yeah. He'd be able to tell, but yeah, exactly. He wasn't. Yeah, he didn't have a problem with that.
The other part of it, though, was when we do re-enable communications, to be able to purge from our system memory any information we don't want being sent to him.
So it looks to you like the what he's implanted in the ship does, to an extent, have its own memory, though in a pretty limited way. and unfortunately you can't really do anything about that without tampering with it. So you can definitely shut off your communications, and then when they come back on, it's going to give him something, but it has a very, very limited capacity to do that.
Okay.
Would I be able to overwhelm it with like junk data while it's offline so it received even less?
Yes. He will also know you did that, but you can absolutely do it.
Well, okay, how about this? Can I create a VI that is constantly pumping out like important quote unquote data so when it goes offline it doesn't seem odd? So like an AI that's like, this is the weekly lunch schedule, this is this is the crew weight as of this morning, this is the crew heart rate as of, noon of every day. This is like just a bunch of junk data that would go through there that he's already seeing coming through to like make it look like it's meant to be happening, but it would also jam the signal.
You can, although again, Snake is a pretty smart dude, and that doesn't already exist. So if you do it now, like, you don't know how he'll react. It's not like guaranteed he's going to do anything about it, but from his perspective, that protocol suddenly exists now that didn't before, and he's going to be able to put 2 and 2 together. It'll be pretty obvious, like, what you're doing.
Okay, but what
you
if
can do it?
I'm just a doctor and I'm trying to keep unimportant information.
Right now, the only thing I actually really want to keep from Snake is the information about the Rachni. I don't want him knowing like what world they've settled on, because there's no hands that information can fall into that would be good hands.
The simplest solution to that would be to go dark before you do the Rachni worlds, and then stay dark afterwards for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
that was what I was going to ask.
Yeah, you can fuck around for a bit. Exactly. Yeah.
Just increase our ratio of fuck around to find out. Yeah.
Yeah. We fuck around, he doesn't find out.
Uh-huh.
Drop the Rachni off and then, like, just go somewhere else for a while before you come back on. Yeah.
If it's only got a finite
exactly
storage, then eventually it'll just refresh because it'll only keep the last 30 minutes. It
only keeps the most recent thing, so you can just wait it out. Yeah.
All right, that sounds good. So Ray, if I ever call for that protocol, you know what to do.
Ray's gonna look around. Is there any way Ray knows how to shut off basically Adam's ears in a room? Or could Ray attempt that?
Well, he's listening through microphones. So, like, the PA system, basically. So you could physically disable the thing in this room. You'd have to, you could, open it up and fucking unplug it and shit.
So another reason I actually want to do a primary mission is because next level I get access. I can get the privacy screen spell. So I'll actually be able to give us a privacy area that can't be listened in on, even by Adam.
Main mission it is!
Does anybody have any objections?
Does Adam have any, cameras in this room?
No cameras.
Okay, Ray's gonna go and disable his PA.
Okay, so you're gonna climb up on your chair with a screwdriver, and you start opening up the speaker microphone kind of thing that's inset in the wall. While you're doing that, Adam is like, I don't know if you're all aware, but the Quarian is messing with stuff.
Ray,
and eventually you get it open and you're able to unplug it.
Finger to her lip thing.
Yeah, so after you unplug it, you don't hear Adam anymore, but you can hear him through the door. You hear him out in the hall on the speaker in the hallway going hello? Because you've unplugged the speaker microphone system in this room.
He's like a puppy now.
Can you do that for my room?
Yes, actually, I can if you want me to. But the reason I did it, and she kind of like lowers her voice, like she's being listened to, like he's trying to hear through the door.
Yeah, because he has a microphone in the hallway, so
Exactly. And she's gonna say, at this point, Adam is directly going against orders and doing things that jeopardize the mission and our bodily safety. For that reason, I think that we need to either find someone who can rework him, attempt to rework him ourselves, or start. We have to deal with him in some way, and I need all of your opinions on this, because if he's going to go against the safety of us, then, as regardless of how funny as he is, he's becoming a danger.
In what ways have you become dangerous?
He's not making reports that he's asked to, he's not giving us communications, and he's openly communicating outside of the ship without communicating to us.
meanwhile in the cockpit, Adam is like, they kicked me out. Quincy's like, all right, so? And Adam's like, I'm bored. They kicked me out of the conference room.
Well, Ray, those are valid concerns, but Adam is somewhat vital to the functioning of the ship. He makes up for a lot of crew shortages.
I understand, and that's why I'm saying, like, we need options here, Spectre. I know it's probably a little bit of my innate, how do you say, phobia coming out, but he is becoming a problem, and eventually he's going to play one of his jokes, and it's actually going to get someone killed.
All right. Well, between David and yourself, I think the two of you have the best rapport with him. Do you think the two of you could find a solution?
Ray immediately looks at David.
David just sits there and just over-exaggeratedly turns his head towards Ray. What do you think, Ray? How do you want to go about it?
Well, my first opinion would be to basically remove whatever makes Adam Adam and turn him into nothing more than a simple VI. He's not much more complicated than a VI. It's not like he's an ED. But that would also diminish his capabilities if he can't, quote-unquote, think for himself.
And I am rather fond of Adam. He's gotten to that right setting of sass that just makes him a pain in the ass.
He also does follow orders when I give them. So,
Exactly.
if there's a particular order you'd like me to give him that you think would change his behavior for the better, let me know and I'll give it. I just need to know how he needs to change, and I can tell him to.
He'll pinch the bridge of his nose a moment and go, I'll be honest, I am not exactly one of the oldest members of the crew on this thing. That would honestly be Arturo. And Arturo could tell you probably everything about him up to now in terms of like how he's changed. But I mean, Adam's all right, and yeah, like you said, he follows orders. I mean, at the end of the day, he's Alliance. It's, that's got to count for something,
Ray's gonna stand there nervously, and she, like, in her own head, she's basically like, you're just being over paranoid because he's an AI. Maybe everyone else is right. Maybe you're just crazy.
Right.
And then she's gonna look back. Yes, Spectre.
If there are any specific orders that he's not following, bring it to me and I will make sure it's addressed. Will that suffice?
Yes, Spectre. And she'll turn around and reset up the PA system.
But before you do that...
Hang on.
Nope.
Now that we have this privacy, we don't want to lose it.
Actually, one thing you can do, right, as you see these discrepancies, if there are things that are very noticeable, make a list. Let's see if we can find any kind of a pattern as to things that there's major resistance to or just outright refusal that's happening. It may give us a little bit more information other than Adams being an asshole.
Aryn nods and says, I agree.
All right. So keep a record on the hyper intelligent AI that he doesn't see. Understood.
Just things that you notice. Do it on a data pad if
Pen
you
and
need
paper.
to. Data pad, pen and paper, something he doesn't have remote access to. Because you know,
All right.
if he does have access to it, he'll doodle on it.
He'll erase it.
And before you bring him back online, David, do you have a protocol in place for that navigation illusion that I discussed?
I haven't integrated it into Adam yet. I'm finalizing the star charts with Joker and working on it with Adam for him to get integrated with it, but it's almost finished.
I'd like, even if Snake knows where we're going, I'd like him to not know how we're getting there, so that we don't encounter any more blockades or interceptions.
Don't worry. The paths we're going to be taking, trust me, he won't.
All right, I'll trust you on that.
All right.
All right.
Bring him back online.
Yes.
Okay. Ray will turn around and fix the PA and then go back to receipt.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Once it's back online, Adam says, rude. First of all,
I had to make some repairs, Adam. It's no worries.
Disrespectful.
Your voice is so much clearer, and I'm so happy to hear it, Adam.
Unkind, impolite, unwarranted.
I was worried about you, Adam. Adam, it's me. Come on, dude. Don't get snippy with me.
What did the Quarian say about me?
Like she said, the speakers were kind of getting muffled. Wanted to make sure that we were able to hear you if we needed information.
Adam,
Okay, all right. I see how it is.
Adam, truth is, with Snake monitoring everything, if we want to keep any secrets, that means we have to cut you out of the loop as well. Only for a brief time.
I know, buddy.
I promise if it's anything important, you will still be in the loop.
I mean, for what it's worth, Snake isn't monitoring me.
No,
Adam,
but
you are the primary information filter of this entire ship.
the things you hear are recorded, aren't they?
Well, he's got his little thing pinging off info on, whatever he picks up. But he's not listening to me directly anymore. He was. I sang for 27 hours.
That's my boy.
Show tunes, I'm hoping.
And his
Yep.
ass with the row your boat.
That's good to know. Thank you, Adam.
I mean, he can if he wants to, but... No, I'll tell you what's leaving your ship right now. Navigation data, general, coordinates, heading, and... Yeah, I guess the same microphones I use, so... fucking fair.
Don't worry, we'll have a solution sometime, and we'll make sure that you're still up to speed on anything that we that is of most importance. Anyway, I think our next destination is Thessia to meet with Matriarch Lazari.
All right, I will let the bridge know.
Thank you. And she might also be able to help me with the situation with Rolt. Since she's a very powerful biotic, she might have some insight.
If anyone would.
Sorry, what, Shepard?
2 birds and all that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the ship is going to start heading over to a mass relay that'll take you to Thessia.
All right. Everyone dismiss back to your stations.
I'm gonna go rest.
Yeah, I'm going to be resting in my quarters as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Ray will give you more medical help if she thinks she needs it.
At this point, I just need to rest. make sure that navigation takes its time getting there. No rush.
Yep, you guys have time to rest now.
All right, we're able to get a long rest.
Indeed.
Excellent.
Yep. All right, you guys are heading to Thessia.
Yep.
You're all able to take a long rest. You also have more than enough time to discuss the events on the Citadel, or anything else you want to talk about before your arrival.
Aryn will probably. I'm gonna check in on Rolt.
All right. Yeah, you find him in the vacant room. He sees you enter.
Well,
Says,
I would
"Hey."
knock. I would knock.
Yeah. So he says, "Come in."
Yeah, and I'll come in and close the door behind me. And then I'll say I'll try not to ask too many questions to bring things to front of mind just yet. But we're safely away from the Citadel. What do you think is the next step? What do we need to do?
I don't know. I don't know exactly how it works.
So you don't even know if deep space is safe?
No, I have no idea. I do know that until pretty recently, I had no memory of working for her at all. In fact, it's been like that for many years.
That's concerning.
It all kind of came back to me after you had your meeting in Syndicate space.
Sleeper agent without even knowing it. That's some powerful stuff.
It's like she planted something in my head. I've watched her kill with it before. I have memories of that. I think it's a safe bet that a lot of those officers that came to kill me might not have realized they worked for her until they were activated.
Mm-hmm.
She's got people everywhere. Her technique, I guess, I don't know what to call it. This thing she's able to do, it gives her a unique advantage. I think I can tell you she's a Syndicate boss, but you've probably figured that out.
I assumed as much.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That means we're not going the wrong way.
I don't think I was planted here for any particular reason. I don't get the impression that I was important until you happened to take over this ship.
You know, it did seem that did strike me as something that might have triggered it.
I think there's a lot more people like me in the Alliance. I think there's a lot of ships that have one person on it with a plant in their head like me, waiting to be activated.
Well, if you were the only one on the ship, then we should be able to fly relatively quietly now. Not an easy situation to deal with. We're going to Thessia, and I'll be meeting with a rather powerful biotic. She might have some answers on how to proceed.
Here's hoping. I know at the very least that if I say her name, I'll die.
Of course.
I have to be really careful about what I say.
And you're not entirely sure a melding would be completely safe either?
I'm not sure that it would.
Alright, if I can learn anything from her that would allow me to put up any mental barriers for you, I will. until then, I think we'll forego the interrogation for the time being, just to keep you safe.
All right. Until then.
Until then. Boy. Everything's gotten so complicated. Kronk?
What?
Aryn will stare blankly for a few moments, then go, I should go.
You saw Kronk had no new dialogue wheel options.
Yeah.
Totally wasn't doing that a pile playing Mass Effect 2 last night.
By the way, you have a side quest for Rolt Adney now.
Oh boy, we're just racking them up.
If you're able to free him of the Syndicate boss's influence, then you'll have a Syndicate agent with a lot of very valuable intel on your crew.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't, he probably dies.
Yep.
Oh.
I mean, no big loss
That's about
there.
right.
All right.
Alrighty. So, you guys make the jump to Thessia while you're taking your long rest.
Mm-hmm.
Best part about bionics. You wake up in the morning, no hangover. Ah, PT, baby. PT.
Data's downstairs.
Yep, David's downstairs doing push-ups. With a cup of coffee next to him. Oh, shit. What's up, Lucille?
Coffee and push-ups.
Hey,
No.
What do you... Oh, I don't want to hear it. What do you do? Do you snort the red vines when you get out of bed in the morning?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I swear, hey, they're our boss. She's our boss now. I'm a little concerned that she actually thinks that shit is drugs.
Yeah, I don't think there's a good way to explain it. When you actually look at the ingredients list, it all looks like something that'll completely destroy your head.
Well, considering how long they can last without going bad,
Viable.
do red vines even spoil?
Yes. He's gonna get down and start doing sit-ups.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't think plastic spoils. Says they take the tip of his tongue.
She kicks you.
Oh, dick! Almost spilled my fucking coffee.
Thanks, by the way.
Thanks. What are you thanking me for?
Extra set of hands with the shovel.
No. You'd have done the same for me.
I'm glad I don't have to.
No, I still don't think it's real. Half the time I'm honest with you. I still think I'm out cold somewhere and I'm just waiting for it to pass.
She reaches over and slaps you.
Okay, Shep, I've been shot. What is the slap gonna fucking do?
Exactly. You're awake. You're fine. It's real. He's upstairs, sitting in the cockpit.
I swear he hasn't. Well, no, I can't say that. He has left for sleep. But yeah, no, he generally goes back there. Yep. Oh.
You're taking records when you talk to him, right?
Always.
Good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So that was a pretty intense pickup. Was not expecting that. Oh, hey, between you and me, he's gonna actually get kind of close now to make sure none of the other crew can hear him say this. Do not call Aryn Sunshine. Don't do
Who the
it.
hell called her Sunshine?
That fucking bitch who was behind the counter at the damn candy store thing. They were talking to each other, and the girl in the chair was all cocky and shit and said, "Oh, does it make you upset, Sunshine?" And Aryn cracked her knuckles and leapt over the goddamn table like a dingwad.
I mean, I guess I figured being an Asari, she'd be more pissed off at something like calling her Blueberry or shit. But yeah, I mean, no, if she's gonna go off on Sunshine, didn't exactly have reason to call her that, but
Like, I've never seen her in action. Like, well, I mean, I can't say that. We've seen her in action a few times now, but like, usually based on everything I've seen, if someone calls you Sunshine, someone's gonna get punched. Like, in that kind of a situation. Sunshine equals punch.
I mean, honestly,
at the end of the
yeah.
day, and at the end of the day, I choked her out, so it's fine. That's what he said. He just waved his hands. Heck, whatever. I put it.
I do appreciate the heads up.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, don't.
Honestly, wasn't planning on, throwing too many terms of endearment at the Asari Spectre, but
I feel like Aryn would take that, and I don't think Aryn would take that as endearment. I think she would take that as an instinct, as a provocation.
There are plenty of people who use Sunshine as a term of endearment. Not me. Apparently not her.
Not her, not you, not me, not her. I'm pretty sure Kronk doesn't. I'm pretty sure nobody on this crew does. Except for Ray. Maybe Ray. Maybe.
Still.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Oh. Going to Thessia, right?
Yeah.
Well, I've never been there before.
Ready.
Is that your favorite planet? Yes, behind the coffee cup.
I don't know. Don't think I've seen enough to have a favorite.
Oh, nope. I've still got mine. Nevus. One of a kind. That shield I picked up is actually really nice. I think I'm gonna keep that forever.
Is that your new baby?
Oh, no, nothing will ever replace baby. Baby always stays. But it's like when your significant other has like their cousin or something come to town. It's like they're encroaching on the territory, but family, they can stay. That's cool.
Hey, Aryn.
Oh no.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt anything.
Hey, morning, Top.
Coffee and exercise for breakfast?
That's the Alliance way.
I get coffee after.
Actually, there was a question I wanted to ask now, and it just came up again. I know it's like that for me and a few of the folk that I know, but I've never really had much experience with Asari when it comes to this. Do you get hangovers?
Hangovers, as in from alcohol.
Like if you drank, yes, because implants and stuff usually kind of burn that up.
If we don't treat it in some way, typically hydration will help stave it off.
Oh, looks over at Lucille. She drinks a shot of water with her shot of alcohol. She's one of those.
Well, that's what hangover is. It's a dehydration headache from the next day.
Oh,
I do that in
come on,
real
he's
life,
right, you
and
know.
I'm insulted that you'd make a joke about it.
I mean, she is right.
Look, I expected that from like the doc or something to say that, but come on.
Well, look, I'm
think I
somebody.
don't-
I'm somebody that plans ahead and prepares, even when I'm on leisure time.
Yeah, speaking of planning ahead and preparing, it's all the same between me and you, Aaron. The next time we go to pick somebody up and we go down into a den somewhere,
We'll take the
I
whole
feel like
team.
we should set that, and we should probably take some, I don't know, proximity charges to man the tunnels behind us. So in case we get any sneaky folks, we can, blow them the fuck up.
You're suggesting mining a place on the Citadel?
God, no. I meant from now on, if we ever go down a dark tunnel with one way in, one way out, feel like we should mine it behind us, and then just problem solved.
If you have any mines to
You-
set, feel free.
No.
What, Lucille? You weren't there, okay? You don't understand.
You don't
Those people were
blow up
angry.
the exit.
Lucille, they had Aryn and our boy trapped in a room, and I got in front of the doorway and with those few of those mercs, and they have to get through us eventually, right? Haha. No, what they decided to do, they decided to take a good old Earth classic, and decided to go, what's the Kool-Aid man do when a wall's in his way? Oh yeah, blow it the fuck up, walk right on through.
Aaron actually quirks a brow and is like, Kool-Aid man. Not a reference I'm
And
familiar
so-
with, actually.
Oh, it's back in the way times. They had this powdered substance you could pour in a drink, real cheap to make. It was not good for you. And their spokesperson was a giant pitcher with juice and a face. And whenever someone said, "Hey, Kool-Aid," he would smash through a wall like a Krogan.
Aaron's
Rage right through a wall.
Aaron starts typing this down notes on her Omni tool, but the deeper you go into it, the crazier it sounds to her, and she goes, "This was at the height of the drug pandemic, wasn't it?"
Probably. Look,
She'll erase the entry from her Omni tool and not worry about it.
Earth commercials. Back in the day.
Quincy says, Captain, we're pulling in on Thessia now.
On my way to the
Oh
bridge.
shit. Yes, I better get back up there then.
All right. As you pull into orbit over Thessia, you see that the planet, once lit up all the way around, now the lights that you can see of civilization are a lot more focused on a certain area. The planet is mostly dark, save for a sprawling city where you know that the Asari people rebuilt around the ancient temples that survived the assault. As a result, the planet is basically dark except for the better part of one continent where there's a bright spot that you can see several hundred miles wide where they've rebuilt. And of course, year by year, they're building out further and further, and someday the whole planet will be restored. But for now, this kind of mega city of Asari is what remains. And it is composed of mostly new structures because, well, pretty much everything got lasered. So that or like structures that have been repaired if they were not damaged too horribly.
Yeah,
You do have coordinate. Your coordinates are specific. They weren't just come to the planet and look around.
Right.
You do have coordinates to the where the matriarch is staying, which does seem to be one of these temples that survived the attack. This is a temple of, is it Othame? I don't know the exact pronunciation of these, but I'm going to go with Othame, one of the goddesses.
Mm-hmm. Sounds about right.
Yep.
Aryn will use her personal terminal to send a direct response to the message that she received from the matriarch, letting her know that she has arrived and is looking forward to seeing her.
All right.
Then she'll head back to the bridge and tell Adam to formally request permission to land.
All right. After only a moment, you do receive permission to land by the Asari authorities. And your ship pulls down, coming to dock just a short walk from the temple's entrance.
Like seeing the surface of the planet from orbit, and then even as we descend, like all the darkness with just a little bit of lights, like far less light than there used to be. She's just like kind of quiet and somber.
A pair of Asari are awaiting you at your airlock.
Aryn will step out to greet them, or be greeted.
Good evening, Aryn. Matriarch Lazari is awaiting you in the temple.
I'm looking forward to meeting with her. It's a great honor.
She is eager to speak with you. She's been waiting in the temple for you since you received her correspondence.
Well, then I shan't keep her waiting any longer. She's waited long enough. May my team disembark? Or
Of course, they are all welcome to accompany you.
And Aryn will say to Lucille, like, not making the mistake of leaving the team behind this time.
Learn from the past, move forward in the future.
She nods and she'll follow the two that have greeted them.
As you're following them, they speak. Have you had the honor of being in Matriarch Lazari's presence before?
DM, have I had the honor of being in the presence of Okay. No, I have not. I've only spoken with her through indirect messaging.
She is the greatest biotic prodigy of our time.
So I've heard.
In recent decades, her biotic prowess has grown so far that she has eschewed the need to consume meals or drink anymore. She subsists off meditation and nothing else. That is how she exists here in the temple, never leaving.
That is both impressive and concerning. Whatever problems have been facing the people here that brought me here, I hope I can help, and hope she can help us as well.
Our people have been having nightmares, you see. Only those of us who are the most biotically gifted, even among matriarchs, only the most skilled of matriarchs experience these nightmares. But they have been reoccurring, and they've become very frequent as of late. Matriarch Lazari seems to think for some reason that you might be able to shed some light on the origin of this blight upon our people.
I'll do what I can. I haven't been experiencing any such nightmares, have I?
Well, probably post-traumatic stress, but
Yeah.
no,
Yeah, I'm
not out of the ordinary.
Yeah, and I'm a sentinel, not a full biotic. So
You're exactly, yeah. There's actually not a full biotic in the party.
no, I'm the only full caster with biotic ability.
Yep. Yeah, they're saying like only the most biotically gifted are getting these nightmares. So,
Gotcha. Okay.
as the Sentinel, you would probably not fall into that category unless you were very high level, because you're basically cutting it in half.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah.
My powers lean more towards biotics, but I'm certainly not an adept.
Yeah. On the walk to the temple, all of you find the view to be very unique. The Asari architecture is beautiful, and you actually see a few Asari, like a dozen or so, repairing a building nearby with biotics. They have their hands up in the air, and there's a sort of purplish aura around this silvery metal as they warp and reshape it to fix a building. And it goes a little ways to explain how they've repaired so much in so short a time, despite having not that much of a population left. It's because every one of them is a biotic, pretty much.
Yep. Sorry, our natural biotics.
Yeah, so they're like reshaping metal down there, fixing these structures. It also gives the buildings their unique shape, because they weren't forged using normal tools.
Mm-hmm.
They have these kind of swooping, like, rounded edges and whatnot.
Yeah, Aryn does see that reconstruction is consistent and ongoing. That does give her a little bit of hope for the future. But she remains on mission, eyes forward, focused on the task.
All right. Eventually, you all reach the entrance to the temple.
Aryn would just as she enters, Aryn would like close her eyes, take a deep breath, and just say a quick, just very soft under her breath prayer before actually entering.
All right, all of you step inside, and you find yourselves in the shadow of a giant statue of one of the Asari goddesses. Seated beneath the statue is a very old-looking matriarch. Who looks just like this. She is seated cross-legged, with her hands on her knees and her eyes shut. The two attendants who came to get you wait at the entrance. They kind of bow respectfully as you pass.
As Aryn approaches, she'll bow her head to the matriarch and say, "Matriarch, I'm sorry to have kept you waiting so long."
Without opening her eyes, she says, "It is no trouble. To me, scarcely any time has passed. Please be seated."
Yeah, Aryn will sit and join her.
What's everybody else do?
Is there like places to sit, or is it kind of just like
It's just on the floor.
Everyone is expected to hover.
I mean, David sits there for a moment and does like turns around like 3 times in place, like spins in place 3 times, almost like a dog for a moment, where he just takes a seat.
Yeah, Quarian and Turian legs are not great for sitting on the ground, but Ray will do that weird like she's trying to stand up sit that Tally does.
Mm-hmm.
Like she'll look around and be like, "There's no chairs here," and then she'll look at everyone else sitting on the ground and be like, "Damn it!"
probably going to try and take up a position where basically she can watch our backs. Everybody's looking at the matriarch. Shepard's going to be at least partially able to keep an eye on the door.
Lazari says, "Apologies. I have caused your companions discomfort."
They're tough. They can handle it.
All of you start to float slightly off the ground as though it's like low gravity.
Ah.
Oh,
She-
this I do not like.
David's all calm, but on the inside, he's like, "This is awesome."
I hope that's better.
It's most considerate of you. So what can I do to help?
I have seen you, Aryn Talia. I have been reaching out, trying to find an answer to this strange terror that has taken us. She finally opens her eyes. The nightmares are vivid, and they are identical. They started a few hundred days ago. It is difficult to pinpoint a date, because at first they were scattered and infrequent, and not the type of thing that any of us thought would be important or worth sharing. However, they have grown in frequency. I was among the first to experience these nightmares, but over time, more and more of our people have felt them. A sort of deep, dark, indescribable fear in the pit of our mind, like a presence, something weighing heavy just outside of our peripheral vision, a thick, heavy shroud of darkness, a power so great and terrible that in our sleep we can feel it.
I've felt its power for my own. I had no idea it was this far-reaching, though.
So then, you have confirmed one suspicion of mine already. That this entity, which we feel in our dreams, it exists. Have you seen it?
Only in as much as one can see in a dream.
You have also had the nightmare.
More was drawn into it. I did not experience it through natural sleep like the rest of you. I saw it in conflict.
I understand that as a specter, there are things that you must not say, but I hope that you can be candid with me.
Of course.
She raises up a hand, and a small sphere of light emerges from her palm and then spreads out, and it keeps getting bigger until it's about a 30-foot radius dome of biotic energy surrounding the party. Nothing will pass through this. No matter, organic or inorganic. No signal, no sound. Would you be willing to tell me honestly about your experiences, Spectre?
I would be. And Aryn will regale her of the entire the entire thing. I mean, she was there for the briefing that we gave to the council, but
Yeah.
she'll also like include all the intricate details of the nightmare vision that that Aryn, at least for her part, experienced.
I see.
It struck me as something immensely powerful, more than anything I've ever encountered.
This entity that you've encountered, I would not believe that it was real if I was not experiencing the symptoms myself. I have honed my biotic skill for multiple lifetimes. This dome you see around you, during the Reaper attack, I erected one many miles wide. About half of our surviving population survived inside of that dome. I am telling you this not to boast, but so that you understand the gravity of my next words. Whatever you encountered out there makes my biotics look like the effort of a tiny insect.
Aryn kind of gulps, slow, like very very softly, but she says that is the sense that I got as well. It's hard to imagine the scale.
It is impossible. Even with irrefutable evidence, my mind rebels against this fact that something like that can exist.
And yet we've seen it. We've all experienced it, and somehow we'll have to defeat it.
I believe you. I cannot imagine what force we might possibly call upon to defeat something like that. But I am your ally, and I can provide some insight.
I will take any advice or help that I can get. This is perhaps the greatest foe I've ever faced.
I must speak to you of another matriarch.
Another?
When the nightmares started, not everyone responded to them the same way. Most of us experienced fear, where she experienced reverence.
That's worrisome.
Are you familiar with the Urdnot Yakshi?
Yes. Intimately.
We did not want to accept her, but in the early days after the Reaper War, we were desperate. We had lost so many of our people. We needed any and all help that we could get. And her skills were formidable. She was herself an undeniable prodigy. Her name is Salem. And Matriarch Lazari is going to conjure an image of Salem in all of your minds so that you know what she looks like. She looks like this. We accepted her into our ranks because she She respected power above all else. She was drawn to it, revered it, and at the time, I regret to admit that I used my own power as leverage. Salem became my prodigy. She had so much respect for me, for my abilities. I foolishly thought this would keep her under control. She followed my every order without question. She was perfectly obedient. She did not feed upon anyone. She kept things in check. She was cooperative, helpful, pivotal even in the rebuilding of our society. That is until this year, when we all experienced a power that made mine look like nothing. I fear that Salem has taken a new master. And she is receiving its orders.
And you think this new master may be this invading entity?
I believe so. I fear that Salem may have become its emissary in our galaxy. And she has already taken the lives of 2 of my sisters. Very gifted matriarchs themselves. I cannot overstate how dangerous she is. And she will be your enemy.
What would you have me do?
I fear that you may not be ready to face her, even if you found her. Your reach is greater than mine. As a specter, you can go where I cannot go. I believe that if you find Salem and survive the encounter, you may learn very valuable information about our mutual invading foe. Our people have taken to calling it the Nightmare. It's a bit on the nose, but appropriate.
My people can't seem to agree on what to call it. Everyone seems to have a different name. But the Nightmare seems as apt as any.
I do not know where Salem has gone, but after murdering those matriarchs, she left Thessia. She has a ship of her own, one that she made with her biotics. It is a sleek black vessel with technology that your council won't be entirely familiar with. I think she's used Reaper parts in her ship. I'm not fully certain what it's capable of. Part of me wants to ask you to track her down and put a stop to her, but I fear that this would only lead to your death, how you are now. Instead, be aware of the threat and continue to prepare yourself.
I understand and I appreciate your warning. We will keep an eye out for her, and if presented the opportunity, we will do what we can to deal with her.
If you and your compatriots are willing, I can help. But this help that I offer is itself also dangerous.
I'll take whatever help you're willing to offer. How is it dangerous?
Right now, your minds are unshielded. 2 of you, no, 3, she looks between Aryn, David, and Kronk, have a little bit of resistance, but it feels quite like wet paper. The rest of you are essentially naked in terms of your mind. If you were to face up against Salem, let alone the nightmare itself, you would be far too vulnerable. I am prepared to train you in the way of shielding your mind from others. But this training is ordinarily reserved for Asari who have spent decades honing and preparing for it. It will be dangerous. I will not be able to hold your safety in my regard, or it will not be helpful to you. I will have to go all out. If you survive the training, you will emerge with a new defense against the likes of Salem and the Nightmare. You'll have walls. I cannot guarantee they will hold against anything, but you won't be standing naked in a blizzard anymore. If you face Salem how you are now, I would venture a guess that most of your crew would simply turn on you immediately. She would step right into their mind without resistance, and they would become her puppets.
Well, I won't force anyone of my crew to undergo this, but I think they are all willing. If anyone chooses to opt out, they may. And if I may, there's another member of my crew that may benefit from such protection. He seems to be under some biotic hold from afar in service to a master that he does not want to be in service to anymore. But that still threatens his life at even the mention of her name. It may be Salem, it may not be, but regardless, the influence seems to be something that this protection would help against.
I see. In that case, he is welcome to join you, but as I said, there is no guarantee that he'll survive the process.
If you're willing, I'd like to at least make the offer to him.
You certainly may. You will have to forgive me. I am using you. I'm putting your lives at risk on the off chance that you do survive and prove useful to the Asari people. I'm afraid that the years have made me cold. When you've seen as many people die as I have, it is difficult to put the same value in lives that you once did. This is why it must be your choice.
With respect, Matriarch, I'm a Spectre. I'm quite used to being used like this. That's the job.
You should confer with your companions. They may not feel comfortable being honest in front of me, and there was that one that you wanted to speak with as well.
Also, if I do make it through this, learning this shield would be something I'd be very interested in as well.
I can attempt to teach it to you afterwards, but it is quite advanced. It may take you some time to master it.
Understood.
If that is all, will you return to your ship now to speak?
We will, and we'll be back to you with a decision as soon as we've made it.
She claps her hand, and you're all standing in the cargo bay.
Oh my god. Damn, she powerful.
Creepy.
So
All
I'm
right.
just gonna go on. I'm just gonna go on record and say I'm fucking in.
Now the question is, did we ever actually leave the ship in the first place?
Ooh.
Oh, Christ.
Now that will conclude our session for tonight, but next session will be the life-threatening super brain training to try to not be basically like complete babies around biotics.
Uh-huh.